Hi there, my magical loves. This is Jade's Magic, and today I want to talk to you about my cat, Magic. Okay, I want to talk to you about my daughter Crystal also because it's her birthday today. If you were born on the 19th of December, you are born in alignment with the Galactic Center. The Galactic Center is all about hidden stuff that comes out into the open. The Galactic Center also gives great strength and making you fighting fit. It can be very destructive. It destroys old things so that it can be replaced with new things. People born on the 19th of December are great magicians. They're spiritual, they're psychic. Their whole lesson in life is to become spiritual. They make money easily because they have magic. They are magic. But the main lesson in life is to become spiritual. Not over materialistic, but spiritual. They're very good at hiding things, and therefore they make great magicians. They hide things, then they bring it out in the open again, bigger than before, or better than before. Examples are Uri Geller, Chris Angel, and my own daughter, Angel Crystal. She hid herself from me. I didn't know that I was pregnant with her for 5 months. So that is proof of how well they can hide things. It's because they're aligned with the Galactic Center. It is just in their nature. So they can perform magic also, and therefore the magician card also represents them. If you're born on the 19th, it is symbolized by the Sun card, which is the Prince of Heaven. And the Prince of Heaven is the Son of Man, and it brings great luck and prosperity and blessings to those born on the 19th. And the High Priestess, because they are psychic and they know how to hide things, because that's a card of hiding things. Right. So being born on the 19th of December is very, very fortunate. But they, like I said, they are born in alignment with the Galactic Center. All the people born from about the 16th or the 17th of December until about the 28th fall under the Galactic Center, which is in line, and you can check it out on Star Trek or Google Star Trek or whatever app you want to get. It's in line with NASA. It's under Sagittarius. There's a nice picture of Sagittarius also. They aim high and they get what they want in life. But they know how to bring about change, and they can be very disruptive because change sometimes is disruptive. And for that reason I had the other card somewhere here, the Tower. I forgot to take it out, but that's for that reason, the Tower, because it can be very destructive. Because this section of the sky, from the 16th to the 28th of December, is ruled by Kalima. Some will say Neritri. She's got a skull. She's got a chain of skulls around her neck, and her dance is the dance of destruction. But she destroys in order for new things to come about, new and better things to come about. So she destroys the old things, old outworn concepts, and she brings new things. She also helps to bring out the truth. On the 26th of December, we're having a solar eclipse. When there is a solar eclipse, the moon goes between the earth and the sun and then throws a shadow so that we can't see the sun. In the olden days, this was like a doom thing. And that's symbolized by the dragon. Right. This solar eclipse thing is symbolized by the dragon. Right. Okay. So what happens is when it's first of all, let me just say that during this period, make sure you have a tiger's eye to protect you, because this is also considered a very dangerous time period. When the sun moves from the 16th to the 28th of December, it is considered dangerous, and therefore you must wear a tiger's eye to protect you from danger and from people's evil intentions. Right. An eclipse magnifies our karma. So if you've been doing things that are not good, you're going to reap whatever is coming your way. If you've been doing good deeds, then obviously your karma is also magnified that way, so that you get a lot of good things in return. What makes this solar eclipse even stronger than any one before is because Jupiter lies with it. Jupiter magnifies everything. It makes everything bigger. A solar eclipse, it's to do with the sun. The sun has to do with the rulers. It's got to do with the presidents of countries. It's got to do with the kings and the queens. In 2005, when Prince Charles married Camilla, his astrologer advised him to have the wedding on the solar eclipse, which was the 8th of April, I think, 2005. I don't know why he has that astrologer, or had it, because it eclipses the king. In other words, it will make him that he doesn't become king. It takes them away, or it eclipses them. And what happened then was their wedding was supposed to be on the solar eclipse on the 8th, Friday the 8th of April 2005. An even bigger king came and died, the Pope. And the Pope was buried on that day, and they had to attend the funeral, so they couldn't marry on that day. They had to marry the next day. The king, or the president, that is most likely to be in deep trouble at this stage is President Donald Trump. Because obviously America and Russia, they are two big world leaders. But it looks to me like he could have to answer for a lot of things now, with the solar eclipse on the 26th, falling in this celestial space that is ruled by Kalima, that brings out the truth about things, that wants justice for things that are done wrong, and that destroys things. And because it's a solar eclipse, it will eclipse him. So something could happen to Donald Trump. And because Jupiter is magnifying this whole section, it could be something big. The way to overcome, before I say about this, just after a solar eclipse comes a lunar eclipse. The last time we had a solar eclipse in this section, and then the next lunar eclipse in a section in the sky above Orion, which is called Betelgeuse. The last time we had it like that, the two eclipses, was when it was the 9/11 Twin Tower story, 18 years ago. So obviously next year something's going to happen, something very big, something quite destructive, but it will make people more spiritual. It will definitely bring more spiritual things out, but it could also be a religiously fanatical thing, because Sagittarius is all about religion and being spiritual. So on the one hand, it could make people more spiritual. On the other hand, it could bring out fanaticism with religion, and which could cause problems. Right. What this section of the zodiac or of the sky also brings about is it shakes things up so that we move out of our comfort zone. So something bad may happen so that you can get out of your comfort zone, but because it's a spiritual section in the sky, it's a section of teaching us to go on our knees and to pray. So if you pray, then if one door closes, another door will open, a better door. So the best thing that all of us can do right across the world right now is to pray. And to pray that things will turn out well. Another thing is that I want to tell you is that the solar eclipse now, that's the head of the dragon. It's the head of the dragon, but it's falling in a section that is ruled by the tail of the dragon. The head of the dragon wants everything. But because, this dragon is actually cut in half. So it never knows when it's full. It wants more and more and more. The tail of the dragon hasn't got a head, so it can't think. So the solar eclipse is the head, but the section is ruled by the tail. So it is definitely going to shake things up in the world a lot. And of course, when the lunar eclipse is, then it's the tail of the dragon that's going to fall in the bad section. Again, because these two sections, in Vedic astrology, they call it Mula and Ardra. And it's Shula and Orion, but specifically Betelgeuse. Those two are symbolized by, like I said, the goddess of destruction, and the other one is the god of storms. So it brings about bad things, but out of the bad things come very good things. Right. Okay. Yeah. Then I just want to say other people that someone else that's born close to this, I think he's on the 18th, is Steven Spielberg. He also is an illusionist, just like Uri Geller, and because he creates illusion. He entertains us by creating illusionary things. Okay. Right. I always think that Moses must have been born in this section of the sky. Well, obviously Moses and Jesus, and a lot of people like Buddha who disappeared. Moses was the baby in the basket. He was saved, and he came back with a vengeance when he was older. But then he revealed himself. So he was hidden, and then he was revealed. So that is all about this section in the sky. This section in the sky is about listening to mantras, prayer music, the sound of gongs, the sound of prayers, and praying. And it's important for us to realize that we do have to look to a higher power because of these two eclipses that we are facing now. The bad things don't necessarily happen between the two eclipses. Sometimes it happens a month or two later. But like I said, it will affect kings, queens, presidents the most. And something is going to happen in the world that's going to shake the world and change the world as we know it. And that is all from me, Jade's Magic. If you like my video, please press the like button and subscribe. And I hope to see you again.